Check this out. Clearwater Beach in 2026 is more epic than ever, and we're sharing our updated, affordable itinerary packed with all our favorite experiences from our recent trip. From snorkeling with manatees and sunset cruises to Pier 60 entertainment, lively bars and hidden gems, this is your ultimate guide to fun, sun, and saving money. So we're going to cover the free and low-cost attractions, budget-friendly restaurants, interactive marine life experiences, happy hours, insider tips, plus updated 2026 prices, new highlights, and changes from last year. So stick around to the end to hear our 3 favorite bonus recommendations for visiting the Clearwater Beach area. You don't want to miss these. So if you're planning your Clearwater Beach getaway and want to maximize the fun while keeping the cost low, hit like, subscribe, press that hype button, and turn on notifications. Your wallet will thank you. So let's kick things off over in Clearwater Beach, the Florida Gulf Coast paradise. So this has that free beach access, lifeguards on duty, and it's perfect for everyone. Some of the major water activities that you guys can experience over here is going to be jet skis running for about $70 to $100 per hour, parasailing, paddleboarding, as well as dolphin tours. A tip I have for this is to use Groupon and other discounted tickets. This is going to be great for the 2026 ticket deals and it's going to help you save money. So a quick tip and a hack that I have is the best time to snorkel or jet ski is going to be in the early morning when the waters are calmer and the crowds are minimal. And parking over near Pier 60 ends up filling fast. So try arriving before 9 a.m. or after 3 p.m. for an easier parking experience. And in terms of snorkeling, when we were over on the beach, we ended up spotting a group of manatees just 20 feet away from us right offshore in the 80-degree waters. It was an unforgettable experience, and that's why I recommend bringing a mask and fins with you. So let's do a quick recap on our experience. We had breakfast over at Salty's Bar and Grill, just a block from the beach in Clearwater. We walked over to Pier 60, then rented a cabana for a few hours right on Clearwater Beach. We were swimming in the water, catching some sun, and we ended up snorkeling with manatees unintentionally. They were far more graceful than we were as we were trying to swim around them. So a quick pop culture note is that Clearwater Beach has appeared in many different films and TV shows. Its white sands and turquoise water make it a completely perfect cinematic backdrop. So next up, one of our all-time favorite Clearwater experiences is going to be the sunset cruises. So we've done different ones, boarding the Calypso Queen, Starlight Majesty, whichever one you end up going with. You'll pretty much end up getting a 2 to 3 hour sunset cruise with fine dining, live entertainment, picturesque photo spots, as well as dancing and music. These typically run from Tuesday to Sunday, with all food and drinks included, plus you guys can take the helm and steer the ship for a little bit if you ask the captain. They have different options over here, such as romantic champagne cruises or family-friendly dolphin wildlife cruises, also leaving and heading right out of the Clearwater Marina. Something definitely to check out. So a quick tip for this is going to be use those weekday cruises where they're going to be less crowded and provide better photo opportunities. And book these via Groupon to get those additional 2026 discounted rates. And our experience is that we experience those Gulf Coast views, dolphin sightings, and full service dining and dancing. It's a memory we still rave about from 2025, because nothing says romance like sipping champagne while dodging flying seagulls trying to steal your shrimp. So moving on, Clearwater Marine Aquarium ends up being one of the must-visit attractions, and these are going to be some updated prices for 2026. So for admission, adults goes for about $41.95 a person, seniors for $39.95 a person, children for $32.95 each, and military members and Florida residents might also get discounts and free access on their birthdays. So some of the major highlights over at Clearwater Aquarium is going to be meeting a variety of the dolphins. Some of the ones they have is going to be Doris, Kitna, Dagny, as well as Wren. And you can meet these and see them swim right over at the Ruth and J.O. Stone Dolphin Complex. You can see some of the turtles and the stingrays they have. They have a variety of loggerhead, green, and Kemp's Ridley turtles, plus some interactive stingray feedings. Kids absolutely love this spot. Some other animals you can experience here is going to be the river otter as well as possums. And the different immersive exhibits here that you can check out is going to be the Tales of Winter the Dolphin Legacy, Daycare Kids Checkup Exhibit, Florida Wild and Exotic, as well as the virtual reality experiences. So there's those perfect dolphin photo moments, the stingray feedings, the behind-the-scenes tours, sea life safari, and seasonal conservation programs like Pouch Pal's Baby Roo Encounter. And a pro hack that I have is to visit the Clearwater Aquarium first thing in the morning, where you guys are going to have fewer crowds and a better interaction with the animals. Bring a camera, get those photo and video moments, and you can also pre-book behind-the-scenes tours for exclusive access if you want to. One of the reasons we love this spot is because it's hands-on, educational, and right near Clearwater Beach, and it's a top pick from our 2025 trip. So here are some updates for 2026. I want you guys to check out the Shipwreck. It's the oldest bar in Clearwater, has that nautical vibe associated with it, live music, casual seafood, and it's great for daytime drinks as well as evening bites. And I can't not mention Jimmy's Crow's Nest next. This is located over on the 10th floor of the Pier House 60 Hotel. It's got the incredible sunset views, cocktails, small plates, and happy hour typically running from about 4 to 6 p.m. And last, let's cover my favorite bar spot in Clearwater Beach, That's going to be the Tiki Bar over at Shepherd's Beach Resort. We've been here a few times, and they offer free live music right on the sand, lively vibes, and it's perfect for a happy hour from 3 to 5 p.m. as well as those sunset photos. It's a completely iconic spot, and I recommend it. A quick tip for this is to go in the late afternoon to the Tiki Bar to avoid those crowds and to get the best sunset views. And for Jimmy's Crow's Nest, snag a table and a seat right over at the edge of the rooftop. It's a prime sunset location, and the locals and the tourists fill those seats up fast. So let's move on to Pier 60. This is at the epicenter of Clearwater Beach, and here are some of the 2026 updates. So if you guys are fishing, you can catch Spanish mackerel, redfish, flounder, tarpon, as well as trout over here. They also have fishing gear, bait, and rentals available right on site in the shop, so you don't have to bring your own if you don't have it. And in terms of the sunset celebrations, these are going to include daily street performers, local street artisans, different tables, live music, and pop-up art exhibits. It's definitely worth checking out. And for the kids, they usually have a few different bouncy houses over here and slides that they can also experience. And it's a completely family-friendly spot. It's got the different playgrounds, the picnic areas, as well as those accessible paths. And I want you guys to also look and check out the different event calendars that they have for the seasonal festivals, the craft markets, and the occasional outdoor movies. Check those calendars online. And a quick tip I have for this is to visit in the early morning or the late afternoon where you guys can avoid the festival crowds. Free parking is very limited, and the parking lots build up fast, so try to use those nearby side streets for easier access. So this is exactly why Pier 60 is so great. It combines everything from relaxation, entertainment, and cultural experiences all in one iconic spot. And also, the Pier 60 Sunsets has been featured in multiple travel shows and commercials, basically making it your Florida backdrop for your Instagram dreams. So now let's move on. These are going to be our top 3 bonus recommendation experiences. Kayaking over at Tierra Verde. They offer half-day trips through the mangroves, right past the dolphins, right past the multi-million-dollar homes and yachts, right over to the small islands. The 2026 tours feature upgraded kayaks and wildlife-focused guides. And a pro tip for this is to utilize Groupon for deals, where you guys can go in the early morning for calmer waters and more wildlife sightings. And an extra hack is to bring a dry bag, where you guys have snacks, water, and sunscreen. Most of them offer dry bags, but just bring your own in case they don't. You'll thank yourself later. Second bonus spot is going to be John's Pass and Mad Beach. That's going to be Madeira Beach, where they have different shops, breweries, food, and nightlife. And some of the 2026 updates include new boutique stores over here and expanded entertainment. And a quick hack, like most of the experiences in Clearwater area, is to head over there in the early morning where you guys are experiencing less people, less crowds, better parking, and you get to see the fishermen unloading their catch. An extra tip is to try the local craft beers and the mini golf for a fun, low-cost afternoon. And one of the major staples right in Clearwater Beach is going to be over at the Wyndham Clearwater Beach. We love this spot. Ocean High is an upscale Asian fusion with those Gulf of America views perfect for breakfast or for dinner. They have 2026 menu updates that include seasonal dishes as well as different extended hours. A pro tip for this is to get there early and reserve a window table for the sunset. Perfect for photos and for the ambiance. And an extra hack is to ask for the chef's daily specials, where you guys can often get a great deal, save a few bucks, and get a unique experiences. So between the cocktails, the kayaking, and the seafood, Clearwater might just ruin other beaches for you forever. So here's our quick recap. So Clearwater Beach in 2026 is sun-soaked, fun, and completely unforgettable. And we included different updates from our 2025 favorites. Snorkeling with manatees and water adventures, Starlight Sunset Cruises and discounted 2026 rates, Clearwater Marine Aquarium with military and Florida resident discounts, bars and restaurants, Shipwreck, Crow's Nest, and Tiki Bar at Shepherd's. We covered Pier 60 with fishing, sunset celebrations, family-friendly upgrades, and on-site gear and bait, as well as our bonus hacks where you can kayak over at Tierra Verde, visit John's Pass and Mad Beach, or go to Ocean High for some prime dining. So subscribe to the Castaway Travelers for some more affordable Clearwater Beach itineraries, Florida travel tips, as well as insider savings. Clearwater is basically Florida's answer to paradise, just with the sand in places you didn't know existed. Thanks for watching. Keep traveling.